The goal behind this article is to define a function in terms of Java. We wrote few functions in the past, but this is another way we can write a function. Basically, this function does is it takes an input and produces an output. So I'm going to write a function which will be producing this. You can write a method, but the goal here is to explain how functions are being used in Java. So first of all, I'll write an assertion as always. So this will be my function, and I'm going to call an apply on it, and I'm going to give him some value. Basically, I'm going to give an array, and I'm going to expect something as a element of the array. So basically what this does is I'm going to write the code now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this function array, and it's going to spit out the second element of the array. Sorry. So let's define the array first. Array is going to be like this, and the name of the array is line, and I'm going to define it just string literal form, some values into the array. I'll put in 1, second element is Mike, and third element is let's do a big one, mathematics, and the fourth element is 89. These are just hypothetical elements I'm throwing into the array. So the goal is to write a function which will spit out the second element of this array. So now, like we said, we have a functional interface in Java which will define as it takes anything, like I'm going to say give you an array and just pass me a string element, just return me a string element, and then the name is already here. So why this is complaining? Is this line? Yeah, so this is complaining for some reason, but now this function is defined now. So I'm going to write it now. So how do I write it? So first element, so here's the input, and then usual lambda. Let's give me a first element of this array. So that's it. So here is going to complain, alt enter, it's an import. So import statement is done, and so function. Okay, so now our function is defined, and we have a Java, we have to give a new parameter. So here we go. So this code, what it does is it takes an array and return the first element of the array. Simple as is, but it explains the behavior of function, how the functions we write, various functions we write in that. You can write complicated functions, and the test passes. Once again, the idea of this tutorial was to write simple flame functions. And the limit possibilities are immense. You can write complicated codes. You can throw exceptions in the code, and it's a pure function basically, and used in any collections or your multi-threaded code, anywhere. So once again, thank you for watching this tutorial, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.